All right, guys, when it comes to what's going on today in politics, if you're focusing on retirement or if you've already retired, we're going to give you 7 ways in which you can maximize your Social Security spousal benefits. We're going to go into details here on Mostly Money. You're watching Mostly Money, where you're going to get all facts, no fake, no phony, and no fluffed up information when it comes to what's going on in politics today. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you do us a favor by clicking the like button, and let's get started. There are some things that we need to know about that's not being talked about when it comes to Social Security and spousal support. Number one, if you were married or are you currently married to someone that has retired and they are receiving Social Security, you may be eligible to receive 50% of their payments. In other words, if they're receiving $1,000, you may be eligible to receive $500 upon retirement yourself. Number two, all this depends on your age, your current marital status, as well as your own personal work history. Number three is this: as an ex-spouse that's looking to receive benefits from your ex-spouse, you have had to have been married at least 10 years, divorced 2 years, and not married. If you remarried, that'll be the person that the Social Security Administration focuses on when it comes to your spousal benefits. But if you're currently unmarried as the ex-spouse after 10 years of marriage and 2 years of divorce, you can receive up to 50% of your ex-spouses who's already retired and receiving Social Security benefits. And number four is this: if you have your own work history, in other words, you've been working, you've got your own Social Security benefits already lined up, if it is less than the 50% that you will receive from your ex-spouses, then the Social Security Administration will allow you to receive the 50% that is greater. Let's look at it like this. If you receiving your own work history full benefits and you retire at 66 years old, let's say your full benefits were $1,000 a month, but your ex-spouse's 50% of their full retirement benefits is $1,500 a month. Well, the Social Security Administration will allow you to take the $1,500 of your ex-spouses, because you're married to 10 years and divorced to 2 years, and you are not currently married right now. They will allow you to receive your ex-spouse's higher benefits instead of you taking the lower benefits. Same thing goes for you spouses that are currently married to someone. Same scenario. And number five is this: to be eligible for any of these benefits, you, whether you're the ex-spouse or the current spouse, must be 62 years old or above. The person in whom you are applying for 50% of their benefits has already retired, whether it be at 62, 66, or 67, or even at the age of 70. They have had to already retire and applied for benefits themselves. For those of you who are the current spouse, you need to have been married at least 1 year to receive 50% of your spouse's benefits if those benefits are higher than your current benefits that you're receiving on your own. Number six is this: just like in any case, the earlier you withdraw, the least amount that you'll receive. In other words, let's say you had a spouse and they retired at the full age where they received $2,000 a month, but you decide that you want to receive 50% or a percentage of their benefits, but you decide to retire at 62 years old. Well, you won't receive $1,000. Actually, they'll make it even smaller, and you'll only receive between 25 to 30% of their full $2,000 that they're receiving every month. So you may receive $600 to $700 a month just because you decided to retire early. Now, in that case of individual that is the ex-wife, it's the same scenario as with the current wife. If you decide to apply for Social Security benefits at 62, do remember it will impact that 50% that you thought you were going to receive. It may drop all the way down between 20 to 25 to 30% instead of the full 50% that you would have received if only you'd waited to the age of 66 and 67 years old to receive your full benefits. In other words, if your spouse's 50% of that $1,000 would be higher than what you would receive off of your work history. Let's say it was only $900. SSI would give you the $1,000. And number 7 is, what if your current or your ex-spouse passes on? Well, you are still eligible for survivor benefits and still have the opportunity to calculate it if it's higher than the amount that you're currently receiving. Just like we said, if you're receiving 50% of your current or ex-spouse's $2,000, for example, and you're receiving $1,000, once they pass on, you'll still be eligible for that $1,000 if it's higher than what your current personal amount may be. Like I said, if your personal amount is only $900, then you will be eligible for that $1,000 if you retire at 66 or 67. But once again, if you retire early at 62, you will receive less money throughout your lifetime. And as I mentioned in the past, over 2/3 of Americans that have retired and started taking Social Security at the age of 62, meaning that most Americans are losing over 25% of the benefits that they would have received for life if you had only retired at 66 or 67 years old, or even up to 70. Well, I hope this information was helpful when it comes to maximizing your spousal benefits when it comes to SSI. My name is Andre of Mostly Money, and I'm here to give you all facts. No fake, no phony, and no fluffed up information when it comes to what's going on in politics.